Hi YouTube, this is Yannick from tutorialsEU and welcome to this video. Let's take a look on what you are gonna build in the next couple of minutes. In this video, we will build a budget book application from scratch using Blazor Webserver. So you can use this application to track your expenses. Definitely make sure to watch the video to the very end because there is no other video out there that will teach you how to build such a nice Blazor application in just under 7 minutes. So this is really some outstanding content. In case you are new to our channel or haven't subscribed already, make sure to hit the subscribe button right now so that you no longer miss any programming related content. And now, without any additional talking, we dive directly into the topic and create our project. Open Visual Studio and create a new Blazor Server app. Give it a nice name and make sure to select dotnet 6. First of all, we should remove the weather forecast service stuff. So let's go ahead and select counter, fetch data and index page and remove them. Also get rid of the two weather forecast classes in the data folder and remove every reference you can find, also those in the navbar. Let's modify the home link and change it to budget for our upcoming budget page. Now we have to create our new page, so right click on pages and select Razor component. Make sure to give it a nice name, something like budget. We want to set this page as all default page, so use the add page directive and set it to the slash endpoint. And we also want to render that page when we come to the slash budget endpoint. So this is our default page and it's also related to slash budget as you can see right now. So in both cases we will see the budget page. If you are interested in learning more about ASP.NET, Razor, Blazor, Entity Framework and much more, make sure to check out our 13-hour long ASP.NET 6 course. You can find the link in the description below. Our budget book needs some entries, right? So let's create a model for that so that you can really track all your expenses. Go ahead and add a new C# class to our data folder and call it entry. Now let's add two properties to our new entry class. One is type of decimal for the amount, and the other one is type of nullable string for the description. We need a way to save entries into our budget book and to get entries from our budget book. So let's create a service. And that's just a simple C# class. So right click on data folder, add a C# class and call it budget book service. Create a static list of type entry. This one is our fake database. We want to save some entries to our mockdb. So let's create an asynchronous task, call it add entry, which receives a new entry. Simply add it to the list and return true. We also want to get the entries from the mockdb. So again, create an asynchronous task. This time the return type is a list, so simply return the entire mockdb. And now let's deny the access to the mockdb so that it's not accessible from outside of this class. Simply make it private instead of public. We need to register that service into the dependency injection so that we can make use of it later. So go ahead to the program CS and add our budget book service as a singleton. Go into our budget Razor page and use the add inject directive to get our budget book service into the page so that we can make use of it. So now this is where the real magic happens. We want to render our entries from our mock database, so let's real quick create a list of type entry here too. Now make use of the given asynchronous task called onInitializedAsync, which gets called after initializing for sure, and then grab all of our entries from our budget book service. When we visit our page, we will now have our entries received from the service. For sure we need to render them anywhere, so let's real quick create a table. Inside of our HTML table right here, we will make use of a for each loop that we can write in C# code. We will now iterate through the all entries, which is the list that we have created in the Razor page, to render all the entries. Right now we don't have any way to add a new entry, so let's go ahead and create a default one right in our mock database. When we start our application, we should now see an HTML table showing our default entry. Go ahead and add some sweet styling. So we make use of Bootstrap. Go ahead to our table and add table striped and table border to the table tag. and add table dark as a class to our t-head. When we now visit our page again, we should now see that our HTML table is looking fantastic. It's your turn now. Write a comment below and tell us if you like this highly edited video, the memes and the Blazor topic itself. Do you have any specific wishes for programming videos? Go ahead and tell us what you want to see on our channel. Now it's time to create new entries, so go to our Razor page and create a new variable of type entry. Then we create a new asynchronous void, which we will use as a hook later on. Inside of that method, use our budget book service to add the new entry. Now let's create a form, and inside of that form, we will create an input field for the amount and an input field for the description, and we will link both of them to the properties from our new entry. So this is why we make use of the add bind directive right here. Finally, go ahead and create a button and make use of our new method that we have just created below to call it in onClick as a hook. Take the entire form and put it right above the table and add a simple HR to give it a nice look. As you can see, we should give the button some margin so that it has a little bit more space to the top. So let's do that by using MT-2. Let's take a look again. And our form now looks very nice. When we now add a description and an amount and click on add, we will see our new entry in the table below. This is because of the two-way data binding. Now let's remove our default entry, so go to the mock database and remove it. And now you're able to add new entries to a list and read existing ones, so you can create an infinite list with all of your expenses. Here's a task for you. Go ahead and extend our current application so that you have a label which shows you the amount summed up from all entries of our list. You can find this project as a GitHub repository in the description below. And check out our complete ASP.NET 6 course with over 13 hours of content that teaches you every important ASP.NET topic. And you can find the link in the description below with a huge discount. That's it for now. Thanks for watching and see you next time.